show you how, if you have an old camera like this that uses 1/18 film, or even larger formats such as this 103 size film, you can use 120 film to substitute for it and still get pretty decent photographs. What you'll need for this is you'll need the spool that came with your camera. Normally each camera has one spool in it because you buy a new spool and they just keep recycling that way. And then what you'll need to do is go on eBay or somewhere, find another spool that still has the backing paper attached to it. Now that backing paper can still have the film in it. The film sometimes is stuck to the backing paper and you have to gently remove it. But in any case, what you want is this piece of paper that's light opaque and has the numbers on it. That's what you're looking for. And normally the paper will come to you with the exposed side out, which means that the numbers will start counting from large down to small. And that's not a problem. You just need to know where you are in terms of that, because that depends on how you want to tape down your 120 film near the number 1 and not near the number 8. So here's your roll of 120 film. Okay, your roll of 120 film will come just like this, and like I said, it'll start counting from number 1. Now you don't want to unwind this except in complete darkness. When I say complete darkness, I mean cannot see your hand in front of your face after you've been sitting in the room for 15 minutes kind of darkness. I typically use a room that doesn't have any windows, and then I close all the doors leading even to that room, because I notice if I sit for a while, eventually I'll start to see cracks around the doors, because you're going to have film that's exposed to the open for a few minutes until you're good at doing this. So you'll take your empty spool and your clean 120 film. Now you want to make sure that they're both facing the same direction, because you want your film facing the right way when it's done. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to unroll your backing paper all the way to the number 1. And what you'll typically find right around the number 1 is a piece of tape where the tape was, or else like a mark that shows where the tape was removed. This is where the original film was taped down a long time ago. You'll want to mark that either with a paper clip or something in the daytime, in the light, so that you can find it in the dark. Then you go into your dark room. You, again, making sure that you're facing the right direction, the roll is opening in the same direction. You'll find the beginning of your 120 film. Here it is. It's held down with a piece of tape. You will gently remove this. You'll remove that tape, and then you'll put it at the appropriate place in your 120 film. Now before you tape it down, stretch out your film and feel in the dark that it's lined up correctly. Once you feel that it's pretty much lined up straight and it's not going to end up coming off the roll at exposure 4 or 5, then you're fine. Tape it down, and then you start rolling that up. Alright, so you can roll it up pretty loosely at this point, because what you're going to do is you're going to unwind this completely. Alright, and again, you have your exposed side out, so what you need to do now is take your other spool and reverse it. So you'll take your other spool and wrap it around it and reverse it all the way through, making sure to catch your film when it comes here and tuck it in there so that it gets rolled up. Alright, and at the very end, what you should have is a roll of film where your film starts with the number 1. As you can see, right there's the number 1, and you should get most of your 8 exposures, and only a couple of millimeters will be cut off on at the top or bottom.